That was fun. Gosh, that was what a game! What a game by these guys, by the whole group. These guys. We had a staff meeting this morning at noon before we started our preparation, and I was talking to the staff about the reminders and things we need to tell the guys, and I go, I don't think I even need to speak to the team here, until kickoff and just let them go play. I don't think they need a motivational speak. These guys were hungry. I've been saying it all week. I thought they practiced great. We had an unbelievable training camp. The preparation was really good this week, and ultimately we executed. We executed really well in all three phases. If I could there'd probably be a couple things we're going to want to have back. I know Cody's going to want to have a couple plays back. I know Leonard's going to think about the first drive of the second half and things that we could get back and get better at. But all in all, for our first game together and new systems and new schemes, I really don't think we could have asked for more. So proud of the guys, and as I just told them there, we'll enjoy it for a short amount of time, but we've got to get back to work. We start Pac-12 play next week.
Coach, 104 plays set the Pac-12 record. I'm assuming that's what you wanted, but is that kind of exactly where you were at with how many plays you were thinking you were going to run tonight?
You never know. We thought we'd probably get a decent number because Fresno being a no-huddle team as well. But the best way to get plays is by extending drives, and what really helped that was our ability to convert third downs. I think we started 8 for 8 to start the game, and I don't know what we finished. We obviously at the end our numbers got a little skewed. We were 10 for 14 at one point, but when you can convert third downs and extend drives, you can start to accumulate plays, and by accumulating plays, you can start to wear on your opponent a little bit, and then ultimately you can create big plays. There's missed tackles and different things, and we saw a variety of those types of plays tonight on some passes to the perimeter where we got one-on-one matchups and our receivers were able to break tackles and create big plays.
A lot of the freshmen had standout performances tonight. Would you say that group overall injected a certain level of excitement to the entire team?
Well, I think this, and these guys will tell you as much. When we went to summer player run practices, we knew the importance of this freshman class. For us to be a complete football team, we were going to need those guys to come in and really contribute to our success. And so from day one, we've been throwing those guys in there and living with some of their mistakes, knowing that they were going to have some mistakes, but ultimately that they could help us. And so I'm not surprised, quite honestly, that they were able to go in and play. We've challenged them every single day and thrown them in with the ones, and whether it's Juju or Adoree or Bryce Dixon or the young old linemen that were in there, all those guys stepped in and played well.
Steve, you were going crazy after that first touchdown, it seemed to me, on the sidelines. How satisfying was this whole experience for you personally, especially after all the ups and downs and everywhere, to finally get to this point and do what you guys did today?
I loved it. I love the game. That's not going to be the last time I go crazy on the sidelines. I think you probably missed the chest bump between me and this guy there in the third quarter, but it's a game, You better check our verts because I might have been higher than Cody, but it's a game, and you gotta love the opportunities we get. We only get so many times to come into the Coliseum every year, and boy, I sure don't stress myself out over it. I enjoy it. When things go right, it feels good, and I'm happy for our players when things go right for them because I know how hard they work to get to that point. So, again, that won't be the last time you see me get excited.
I know you attempted to keep them focused off of what was happening off the field this week, but did you have some concerns that they might come in?
I really didn't. I'm telling you, and they'll answer it better than me, but I maybe brought it up to them twice all week. And it just wasn't going to be a focus of ours, and I wasn't gonna let an external factor motivate us or not motivate us. It never will. That will never happen. We're going to be faced with adversity all the time, and we find out about ourselves individually, and we find out about our group collectively. And I think we found out a lot about this team. This team has got great leadership. These guys are mature. They've been through a lot. And I thought they handled the week just like professionals. They did a great job and ultimately went out and played a great game.
Steve, they shook their heads at the same time, but in a way, did this bring the team closer together? It was a close group, but I don't know.
I don't know if it brought us closer. I think it just reinforced what we're about, and I think, again, I lean on last year a little bit for these guys. They went through a lot, and when at the end when I got hired and how that transition went and all that, there was a lot of moments where these guys had to cling together to make it through and ultimately play the way they played in the bowl game. And we really just tried to – I didn't want to kind of steal that from them, but I didn't want to lose it either. And so I just tried to continue to build upon that by interjecting our staff with our players so that it all became one. And I think everybody included, the staff and the players, feel that each other is there for one another. And that's really important, that it's not just the team that's close. I think our coaching staff is tight with our team as well. And that goes a long, long way.
Can we talk about Randall Telfer for a second? I believe he's a Mackey Award candidate. I saw him on a lot of blocking schemes, but I don't think he touched the ball. Is this something where you don't want to open up the playbook too much? Or
No, we tried a couple different times. He wasn't open. You know, he was the primary on a few different plays. It just didn't happen. Randall's strength is blocking. He's a premier blocking tight end, and but that doesn't mean he can't make plays in the passing game. And again, we tried it. Tonight wasn't his night, but I think the beauty of our system, the beauty of our offense is that depending on what the defense is going to give us, the ball can go in a lot of different directions. As we see, the distribution of receptions tonight, a lot of different guys caught balls, and there'll be other games where the tight ends catch more balls than they did tonight.
Cody, where's your comfort and confidence level in the freshmen? It seemed like you didn't hesitate.
Yeah, I think, like Coach Sark said, ever since this summer, the player ran practices, these guys have come, wanting to learn. And I've told you guys this whole time, every time you guys are out there, that, guys like Juju, guys like Adoree, Jane, guys like that, Bryce, want to learn. They're following the older guys. They're asking me questions. They're texting me to meet for film, and that really showed tonight that our confidence in them was, we throw them in there, and I felt like I've been, throwing them for a long time. I knew where they were going to be. I knew they were going to run the right route. I knew they weren't going to, have any missed assignments, and it's really cool, especially to get their first game, and be able to, not make many mistakes.
Cody, as a leader on the team, did you feel like you needed to say anything or do anything in response to what was going on with you?
No, not at all. These guys, like I said, you guys saw last year, we went through so much that nothing can affect this team, and we're so close, and Coach Sark does a great job of making it about us, controlling what we can control, and that's how we play on Saturdays. That's how we practice, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Friday until the game Saturday, and there's never for a second there that these guys got rattled by that, and and these guys stayed focused, and I think it showed tonight out there on the field.
Steve, how surprised were you with your offensive line, the way they played tonight?
Well, I don't know if surprise is the right word. You got to remember, our offensive line has to go against this guy every day, and Antoine and JR and Claude and Delvon and Scott and Hayes. And so they have a tall task on Tuesday and Wednesday. Believe me, they have a tall order, every time they go out to practice and put their pads on. So for them to go out and perform tonight and protect Cody the way they did, I was proud of them. I don't know if surprise is the right word, but I was proud of them. I thought Coach Drevno did a great job getting the young guys ready to play. We obviously probably saw some of our substitution patterns. We were subbing guys kind of mid-drive. We're just trying to keep those guys fresh because we really feel like as an O-lineman and a young O-lineman, when you get fatigued, that's maybe when mistakes can occur. So we try to keep them as fresh as we could, and for the most part, it worked out.
Was there anything you learned about this team tonight that you didn't know before this game?
I think they just, more that I didn't know is just kind of how I don't know how to slide. Yeah, there are two quarterbacks don't know how to slide, so we're gonna work on that. That is for sure, by the way.
It was my knee brace.
But more than anything, they just kind of reaffirmed what I hoped they would be, and that would be a hungry team that loved to play, that knew the importance of taking the field in the Coliseum and embracing their opportunity to take the field. And they were ready to go. I mean, we were kind of holding them back there to take the field, and they were ready to go. And from the opening kickoff, I thought we played with great energy, great passion, enthusiasm. I thought we played as a team. There's a lot of things to clean up, believe me. We have few penalties that I think we can fix and get better at. But all in all, I was proud of the effort.
Leonard, what did you think of the defensive performance?
Defensive performance was great as far as, just coming out there with great energy like Coach Sark has been saying, and, just executing what we've been working on. We wanted to just stop the run and like get them to pass. But there's still a lot that we have to work on, you know, especially in the goal line.
I thought he looked fine. You know, I thought Adoree did really well. You know, on the offensive side, the defense side, and he really had an impact on special teams as well. So he's really doing it in all three phases. He had a great look in his eye and pregame and all the way through the game. It never was too big for him. But all those guys were that way, those young kids. It was just kind of normal. And we've been preaching that, and these guys know it. We try to make Tuesdays so hard on these guys that the games are just more fun and easy. And I think that helped our freshmen tonight. Go ahead, Scott.
How was the interception? How'd that feel?
It felt pretty wild, to be honest, because I got one freshman year, and even that felt like it was like good luck or something. But I never thought I'd probably get another one, and it felt crazy when like it happened so fast, and like just to have the ball in my hands felt pretty good.
You've recruited Cody, you've coached against him, and now you're coaching him. Where has he improved most, do you think, over that time, and how nice is it to have him on your side finally?
Well, I don't know all of kind of the years past. You know, obviously we weren't together, but I think Cody, and I've always thought this would be a good fit in this system. I think it fits his skill set. I think that, you know, the way he throws the ball, the athleticism he has in short areas is better than a lot of people think, and it showed tonight. His ability to buy time to create plays down the field, which is critical for what we do, and then throwing an accurate ball, which is all there. I love his competitive spirit. I've always known that about him. Sometimes that competitive spirit boils a little too much, and he has a hard time getting rid of the last play, which we've much improved on. He's laughing about it. We're much improved on, but we had a little sprinkle of it tonight. But there's always room to get better. And I thought he handled it all and drove, as we say, drove the car really, really well tonight.
One last thing, you talked about this being your sixth season and experiencing things, you know, already as a head coach. Going through something like you went through this week earlier in your career, how do you think?
You know, I don't know. You know, it's I said to the staff jokingly, there's nowhere in the head coaching manual do you turn to section 13.2 and it tells you how to deal with the stuff that we dealt with this week. You deal with it, and you trust your gut, and you go with your instincts, and you rely on the people that are close to you, and you believe in your beliefs, and you move forward, you know, and that's all you can do. And I don't know if we handled it perfectly or not, but that really doesn't matter. We handled it the way we handled it, and we went out and played a football game and played really well.
As a freshman, that made a number of plays. Do any of them jump out at you as particularly like, that didn't look like a freshman? Wow, that's a play.
You know, I thought Juju looked very comfortable tonight. I thought Adoree looked really comfortable tonight. The offensive lineman, it's hard to imagine you're a true freshman and there's three of them in there playing and that just looked normal to them. So there was a lot of them, you know, and Bryce, you know, the first ball, you know, maybe he short-armed a little bit on the crossing route, but what a heck of a touchdown catch he made as well. So, again, the thing to me is whether it's our freshmen or our entire team, the versatility of this team showed. I mean, we saw Soma Vanuku do the stuff at running back and at fullback, and so we've got a lot of versatility. It's a fun group to coach. They're a great group of guys. They're very willing, and they've embraced the freshmen, which is the most important thing to get us to this point. Guys, the only thing I'd add, the one injury note is Chris Wilson, tight end, broke his foot. So that's the one injury that we did have this evening. So, all righty, appreciate it. Thank you.